Hi, I'm GEMMA Orfila. I am 23 years old and I am physical education teacher. During this video, I am going to explain you the two activities that I have prepared for students to learn some specific vocabulary in English. First of all, I have to say that I have made adaptations in selected vocabulary because the text I choose for to carry out the first task was too difficult, and it wasn't exactly vocabulary on certain topic. For this reason, I decided to speak about vocabulary of the archaeology, but with adaptation for children between 9-10 years old, more or less. Because my test was on the study of the career of archaeology in the university. The, the selected words have been the following: archaeologist, family tree, layer, dig, unearth, bury, stratum, human evolution, fossil, search, analyze, relief, buried, subterranean, temple, sand, degree, employers, university, and study. I have considered these words appropriate due to the relationship they have with the subject and because it combines both verbs and nouns, which are not usually given in classrooms. Regarding the numbers of words, I think that 20 is an age-appropriate number of students, and the two activities are designed to be carried out in one session, dedicating 20 minutes for the one activity, another 20 minutes to the second activity. The first activity is called double. For this activity, we don't need any material like pencils or pencil case or notebook or scissors. We only need space. The classroom will be divided into teams and they will line up. But if we have a classroom with so many students, they will be divided in 4 teams and two games will be played at the same time. Firstly, when the teacher, in this case me, say let's go, the first of the row will have to run to where I am, and at that moment I will take out 2 cards like this, but a little larger, and I will leave them on the floor. And this moment the students will have to observe and say what imagine is repeated as quickly as possible. For example, in this case, we can see that the imagine of dig are repeated. In this case, for example, is the imagine of analyze is repeating. But no matter, because an imagine is always repeated, no matter what card we draw. Obviously, the student will have to say correctly the name of imagine in English. The student who gets the fastest will return to his team and will leave the next in the line, while the other student will wait to the new opponent. The first team to get all its members to participate will have won. The second activity is very similar to Pictionary or the famous movie games. It will divide it in 2 parts, and it's also done by teams. In this case, 5 members maximum, so that everyone can participate. One member of group will come to the blackboard and teacher will give them a selected word of vocabulary, but in this case the word will be disordered, such as this. For example, archaeology or relief or human evolution In the first part of the activity, the student will have to order this letter and write the Spanish word below. To do this, they will have 1 minute. And the second part of the activity, this student will have to represent this word to the rest of group to guess. They can draw pictures in the blackboard, they can move, they can make sounds, they can put clothes, only they can't speak. If they speak, they will be removed to the game. The rest of the team will have 3 minutes to discover this word. To get a point, the team will have to find out what word was, and it will have to be ordered and translated correctly. Then the next group will come out and go and do the same. The objectives of my activity is learning vocabulary in English, but as a teacher of physical education, I know that the movement is a fundamental tool to make the concept clearer, because being themselves the ones in motion, whether running or acting, they are part of the action, and learning is more easy. In addition, another objective is also working in group. For this reason, both activities are in teams, because I believe that learning occurs not only by the teacher but among the students themselves. Having students to help each other is a good way to learn. And finally, the main objective is fun, because I believe that if a person enjoys learning, his ability to learn will be much greater, and what he learns will be for life, and also he will be more motivated to continue studying. Regarding activities, I haven't had any difficulties doing them because they are really easy to do. It's true that they require a lot of time, because I have to look for the images, I have to disorder letters, I have to make the card, but they don't have difficulty. I think that my activities are very innovative, at least compared to what I did when I was younger and I was in school. Uh, Vocabulary exercise are usually based on repetition or writing or individual exercise, and for this reason, the fact that my activities are in group and they have movement is something that I consider innovative. Uh, there are no notebooks, there are no books, there are no pencils, scissors, we don't need any material. The activities are made for any type of student, because when we work in groups, those who have greater learning disabilities can ask for help, and the rest of the team can help them without problems. Finally, the evaluation criteria that I follow to evaluate the two activities are, in the first time, the active participation of students, the motivation, knowledge of vocabulary in English, and the way of working in team. In the first activity, I also value the students' reaction speed and concentration, while in the second activity, imagination and the ability to represent words and also evaluate it. And well, these have been my two proposals for activities, and I hope you enjoy them, and thank you so much.